If you want to build yourself an incredible overpowered hybrid for around 250k, you have chosen the perfect video. I'm your boy Viva la FIFA. Sit back, relax, build a team, listen to the team instructions and the player instructions, and enjoy every single victory. Awesome that you're watching. If you want to see more, click the I button after this video for more amazing squad builders and FIFA 22 vids you will love and will make you a super mastermind in the game. Give a thumbs up, sub for more, and let's get the party on the road. Do you want to build this team but you're out of coins? Don't worry, in the description there is a link that will take you to u7buy.com, the quickest, most reliable website in the world for your FIFA 22 coins. And don't forget to use the code VIVA for an extra 5% off your order. Starting the episode off with a team on the bench that is also full of superstars you can use for a cheap budget price. For example, Hugo Lloris or Thibaut Courtois are fine goalkeepers to use in this hybrid. And of course, Leon Goretzka can be used on the midfield later on. We also have the Sublime link with Alphonso Davies and the Serie A link with the Inter Milan stars Denzel Dumfries, Arturo Vidal, and of course Nicola Barella as well. So great players. If you go to the Premier League, N'Golo Kante and Sarr is a great link to use, and Jesus Navas and Nabil Fekir are players I use as super substitutions. But let's kick off with the goalkeeper right now, and that is Manuel Moyer. If you saw my transfer videos, you know Manuel Moyer is never in there. He went to Bayern from Schalke and he is staying there until the end of days. Moyer is a 90 rated goalkeeper. For the price you pay for him, he will feel like an absolute legend in the goal. I heard and spoken some people in the comment section with earlier squad builders and they don't actually like Manuel Moyer, but hey, that's up to them. I fell in love with this goalkeeper from the day I started to play with him. The goalkeeper I use even more in my Premier League side is Edouard Mendy, but that's that. Neuer does a great job. On the right center back position, we go for one of my personal favorites this year, and that is Collins, the player that is only a gold player in the FIFA career mode. Cool player to get, by the way, at the start of any road to glory career mode. And Collins with a winter wild card, well, he's stunning everyone. Against the best strikers in the world, it doesn't matter. Collins is there with the speed to catch up with them, with the agility if they're turning and using their skills to defend them. Collins is just a mastermind in defending, and that is why I love him so much. The Bundesliga is full of crazy and cool center backs for a relatively cheap price. We're thinking outside the box with this one, Nico Schulz as a right back. Well, if you're going for full chemistry, I understand you're just going for a normal right back in the Bundesliga. So be my guest and go for Mbabu, or even go for the special fire ice card of Mbabu, but that's more expensive and we need to keep it a little bit within the budget. So with a player like Mbabu, you're spending 50k more. Great player. Nico Schulz, also a great opportunity to go for a player on the left back position that can play as a right back as well. If you really don't like it, I can say, okay, use a right back that's cheap and substitute him at the start of the game. But I used him in this position and he never felt bad or out of position for me. Listen to my story. If you don't have the cash, just go for Dayot Upamecano, his normal card. I was lucky enough to pack his 1-2 watch card in a free gift by EA, and after that Dayot picked up inform card after inform card, and now I'm one of the lucky owners of an 87 rated Dayot Upamecano. In all honesty, I have to give this guy a shadow card because the only downside, his vulnerability, is his acceleration, and I need to speed that up. I saw that in the games, I felt it in the game. So if you use Dayot, use a shadow card every single time, and if you're lucky enough to get his 1-2 watch card, congratulations. You can also shop for first inform Upamecano if you don't have the budget. Keeping it cheap with Ferland Mendy, only 8k for the super left back of Real Madrid, and take into mind I also bought him with a shadow card on it. So 8k with a shadow card, that price is freaking phenomenal. So I like to do that, buy players for a cheap price and turn them into superstars. From Ferland Mendy, who was around 100k in FIFA 21, 8k feels like stealing candy from a baby. Keeping it cheap, Viva. We have Fede Valverde on the center midfield spot. What can I say? One of the most complete box-to-box players. Also, his value is down to 2k. Yes guys, if I put cheap hybrid in the thumbnail, it means we will have a lot of opportunities to keep this dirty cheap. Not dirty dancing, dirty cheap. And with Valverde, you get yourself a fine and complete player. He can do it all. He can score, he can defend, he can go from box to box, he can cut the passing lanes, he can battle with the strikers and the cams of the opponent, and he also has the power, with the ball on his feet, to hurt them behind the defensive line. Perfectly complete box-to-box play. We just have to keep this team cooler than cool. With first informed Vinicius Junior, when this card just arrived, it was over 200k. Luckily enough, he's now down to 65. That makes Vinicius Junior, for me, in this stage of FIFA, a very cheap card, because if you didn't only start around December getting the present for Christmas, well, if you played it in a normal way, you should have easily collected over 500k playing the weekend league, playing division rivals, doing squad building challenges, etc. So 60k for Vinicius Junior, a card like that, stats like that, skills like that. 60k feels like 6k for another player. Before we go to the center mid and the cam, we're going to the right hand side. The CDM center mid there is Jude Bellingham, second inform card, 84 rated for Jude. And let's be honest guys, this is almost a Root Gullet Gang member for less than 15k. Isn't that insane? Jude Bellingham, if he was in FIFA 18 or 19 with these stats, he would have been the king of the world. Now we saw Hussam Aouar, Bruno Guimaraes, the squad building challenges. Of course, EA is taking it extreme level every single year. So what was a super center mid in FIFA 19, Jude Bellingham, is now just a cheap, overpowered meta player. But hey, I am not complaining. You can get more quality for a cheaper price. Completing the right hand side with Saka, the winger of Arsenal, is there to be found with his second or third inform card already, 86 Saka. And don't be scared guys, this guy will only cost you around 30k. You can even snipe him for cheaper. So with Saka there, you have yourself a Bundesliga, Premier League, La Liga squad hybrid you just love. Trust me guys, if you're playing this game to have some fun, to build squads your friends don't have, these are the videos I make every single week, a couple of them that will keep you interested in playing the game. And Saka, just like Vinicius, has the skills and the speed to kill off the center backs and the fullbacks. On the cam position, I'm going for James Maddison, the playmaker of Leicester City. You could go for a different player, but I need an English player to link up Jude Bellingham to keep him in full chemistry. So if you have the money for a different type of player, be my guest. Do you want to use Jamie Vardy with a position change to center mid on that position? Be my guest. But with James Maddison, you get yourself a playmaker, somebody that can launch the counter attacks, that can send away the wingers and the strikers. And for that reason, maybe James Maddison is not the most complete player in the game, but in this team, he was the missing shackle to be great defensively and also get a lot of goaling opportunities. And we're completing this team with the headliner card of Ollie Watkins, the man of Aston Villa. What a card that is. Even without putting anything on him, this guy has insane speed and incredible shooting. If you pimp him with a Hawk or Hunter card, the man will be freaking unstoppable. Trust me, you will love Watkins so much. It's not without a reason that he's more expensive than second inform card, Lukaku, etc. So you can go for the usual suspects once again: Aubameyang, Timo Werner, Romelu Lukaku. Be my guest, it's possible. If you want to see all the cheap players in the Premier League, click the I button. By the way, I made a video about it this week with all the cheap hybrids you can build from the EPL players. But Ollie Watkins for me is the super striker I need. So guys, if you like it, give a thumbs up, but don't click away. I will tell you everything about the team instructions right away. You drop back a little bit, around 40-40, keep it with the width and the depth. Then we have possession game, slow build-up play. Not too many players in the box, not too many players up front with corner kicks and free kicks. That simple, isn't it? Okay, keep that in mind. If you set it like that, you will be a master in FIFA in no time. Now let's go to the player instructions. Just as quick, just as easy. Starting off with the goalkeeper, sweeper, keeper, comfort crosses. Manuel Moyer is the best in that in real life and also in the FIFA game. The fullbacks and the center backs, keep them back all the time. Is that simple, FIFA? Yes, that's simple. Then we have the left CDM and the right CDM. Keep them back, cutting the passing lanes, and that's all you need. Cover the center as well. Then we have the cam James Maddison. That's okay, don't touch too much. Left wing, right wing, and the striker. Make them come back, defend, because in that way you won't give a lot of room to your opponent, so make them drop back to defend, and with that you also get yourself the opportunity and room to launch the counterattacks, and that's super important. So if you make them drop back, your team will be very close together, giving small opportunities for your opponent with cutting the passing lanes, dropping back. It is very hard for them to create any chances to get a goal scoring opportunity, and if you get the ball, the fullbacks and the center backs of your opponent are so far ahead that there is so much room to counterattack, and it is just way easier. As you can see in the video clips, you can score so many beautiful, easy goals like this. So guys, are you trying the team? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you try them out, tell me how they feel, and how do you think Mbabu is there on the right back position instead of Schultz outside of his normal position. Tell me if you tried it out as well. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and if you click the I button, I'll see you very soon with a brand new video.